welcome to the Great Telco Debate 2018. My name is Graham Wilde, and I and Chris will be your hosts for today.
The Telco Debate, when we first thought about it 5 years ago, was to try and get a platform for more independent discussion. I think what it's evolved into is actually a combination of all stakeholders across the industry willing to share their experience, willing to share their thoughts, their perspectives on the future, and of course sharing some of the problems.
We need operators to be brave. We need to address the new market opportunities. It will not fly moving to 5G if it is just connectivity.
The Great Telco Debate is a unique event because it's, in my experience, the only one where you actually have a very senior level attendance, where people are quite open, quite prepared to share ideas, to share experiences and so on, and to do it with a feeling of being able to speak openly and to be able to interact at a very senior level.
5G is certainly a technical evolution. That's the bit you're going to see in consumer, but I'm absolutely sure it will revolutionise how IoT can be used in enterprise.
You don't have to agree with the opinions, but because we've got a bunch of independent analysts in there, we've got suppliers, regulators, with even the odd lawyer, combine that with the telcos themselves, it's bound to generate a lot of activities.
It breaks away from the typical one-way communication at a much larger event. There is a much better interaction between all participants in the audience and a much greater engagement, which makes the debate quite lively.
We've got three vendors or three suppliers of security systems here. We don't have a telco up there telling us how much money they're making from security, and I don't think they're ever going to make money from it. Significant long-term income.
You need all the thought leaders in one place, and not just a one-way communication, but really a truly engaging model where the audience has as much of a say as the presenters.
If you're in the connectivity business, how can you compete on basic connectivity, because it's basic other than price?
It brings together players from across the industry in a really informal and fresh setting, and we're able to discuss some of the big issues that affect our industry in a very collegiate format. So I think the Great Telco Debate is a fantastic place for us to have these discussions and actually start talking about the big issues that affect the telecommunications industry going forwards.
There is no shortage of disruptive technologies or disruptive trends ahead of us.
A great forum for different views to be expressed and heard and discussed. Always in this particular event attended by senior people who've got a lot of interesting things to say, so I always get great value out of it.
The way that we do things here is a little bit of fun. It's an opportunity to network in a very different dynamic environment and have transparent conversations and look at the elephants in the room at both sides of the equation.
The irony of using semaphore flags at a debate on the future of the telecom industry has not been lost on us. Those of you in favour of the motion, when you raise your cards, make sure the green part is facing towards the front so we can count them. And those against, raise your red cards. Okay, can you vote now? Oh my goodness, that's an overwhelming victory for the Reds.
Yes!
I've enjoyed being at the Great Telco Debate again this year. I find the way this is structured is actually quite unique. In that it's more than just what we see in the conference circuit. The interaction that we get between real leaders in our industry is what makes this a great event.
I think it probably has been the most opinionated, noisy, not combative, but actually profitable, productive event in terms of getting those opinions out there. We've not answered all the questions, we never can, but at least we can create an environment that people enjoy coming to and they feel happy coming and sharing their opinions.